Let's hope we don't get any Mother's Day massacres. I don't know if that's a good term to use anymore, but you know what I mean, Tony. We don't want any blowouts in game sevens or any important games in basketball, but we'll see what happens on Mother's Day. Shout out, Mom. And good ones tonight, Tony. We're already getting baseball action here today.
Yep, looks like we had another final in the book. Looked like my man Senga was roughed up a little bit. Looks like the Reds are in the dugout here. I'm not sure. I think that one just went final. Yep, 5-0
Yep.
there. That one just went final. 3-3 Padres and Twins. That they coughed up the
Oh,
lead. They coughed up the lead, and looks like they're threatening again. The Twins threatening here. And I don't know. I think this game between the White Sox and Royals looks like a noon start. We'll see. We'll see if they're going to get that one started. It shows just a timer. We'll see how that rolls. But anyway, let's get to hockey. Ramon Scott here. A very good series between the Kraken and Stars. The Stars big favorites here. Total 5.5.
5.5. Have these bookmakers been watching this series? Or are they just giving away money, Tony? I
The
mean,
sharp
all
betters,
these
the
teams
sharp guys are bringing
come
it down.
right. Well, is that the case? All these sharps, so they just got barrels full of monopoly money rolling in like Mr. Moneybags and putting it all on the under and giving all this value to the public, which certainly has seen what's happened in this series 6-3, 7-2, 4-2, 5-4. That's all over 5.5. And the last three regular season meetings between the teams all went over this year, Tony. Simple as that. So, what's going on? Is it a free rush to the window for all the squares out there? Uh, Tony suggests that all these sharps are coming in and pounding. Maybe that's the case. I would usually say that is the case. But I would think the public's going to be on the over. Why wouldn't the public money outweigh this sharp money? Is it going to come back that way? Whatever the case may be, it's 5.5s across the board. I'm going with the bookmakers tonight. I got to think that Dallas is ready to get back to what we are used to with the Dallas Stars, especially at home. Yeah, Seattle's a top five scoring outfit, but Ottinger was one of the best goalies in the league, and well, he hasn't quite been that great of late. But Dallas did step up the defense a little bit last game, allowing just 19 shots. Need a big defensive effort from Dallas right now at home. Ottinger, we know he was as solid as they come really in the regular season with a 2.37 goals against. Meanwhile, Grubauer all of a sudden has stood out really as a strong goaltender, but last game he ended up getting pulled in that game. Now, he's the one that has a little bit more suspect numbers 2.85 goals against this season, but he's turned it up in the playoffs so far and been a real big reason why Seattle's running as deep as well. I kind of expected actually. I like teams that win consistently on the road. Dallas fits the bill. Mindy and I are already talked about him on the show this morning. We like Dallas in this spot, but I like him in a low scoring game, Tony. Still, looking back at Seattle, despite these road games in Dallas, they had finished or coming into the series with a series of unders. They're 2-6 to the under their last 8 games on the road. Dallas 3-7-1 to the under in their last 11 at home. That's what Dallas needs tonight. If it goes over, I think Dallas is going to be in big trouble. Now we've seen, like I said, all the games go over so far. This game definitely had all sixes, Tony. Maybe even when this day started. On the board, all sixes across the board when the number opened, mostly six flat, maybe juiced a little bit to the under. But what happened, this morning at about 11:30 Eastern? That money that you talked about came rolling in. Now, whether it was a coordinated move or sharps just ready to hit it, I don't think it was based on any news there, but uh, across the board, I had actually sent it in to you as a six, knowing it was going to be heavily juiced to the under, as high as a minus $1.25. I had to go back and change it right away when I went back to take a look and see what some of the prices were across the industry. It was all 5.5. So, not a big technical breakdown here, Tony, because this series has seen this open up a little bit on the ice for certain. We've seen situations. Now, Dallas did lose the top defenseman right in that moment when Seattle ended up scoring whatever it was, 3 goals in 58 seconds back in game three. So that was key. He returned now back for game 5 here. So for me, Tony, this is game 5. Better be some defense tonight. I'm siding with these Sharps that drove it down, whoever and wherever it was. I don't think it's much public money. If it is, then maybe the public's got it right. Maybe they got it wrong. Who knows? But it's 5.5, and all these games are going over. I'm going to throw the numbers kind of out the window here, and I'm going to side with the Sharps here. Market read, market handicap, whatever you want to call it, Tony. I'm going to be on the under. I'm going to trust these guys tonight and figure that, it's not a cash grab at the window for the public here. We've got to be thinking over City in this one. If you look at the ticket count sites right now, Tony, probably running a little bit to the under, maybe 3-2 ratio. So could be public too, but what would they be thinking? I mean, I'm trying to put myself in the heads of these bettors, whether it be sharps or squares alike.
Yeah, maybe the whole, the big games go under. We're in game 5 of the series. The philosophy of some of a lot of these experienced folks out there, they still believe the focus will be on the defense after we've seen so much offense here in this series. Maybe that's what we go to, back to these Dallas gets back to what they got them here, which is basically their defense. And of course, these games are played every other night. When you look here at the postseason, although they had some rest here after the Minnesota series, but every game here, actually there was 3 days, there was 2 days off there after the first two in Dallas, so they did have a couple days there. But here we're going every other day now the rest of the way, but under 5.5. I think it's just the situation here, Ramon, is again, it's a best of 3 series, and I think that's where it gets a little tighter.
For sure, and if anything, why in the playoffs we've actually seen. It's funny, in years past, it does seem like you almost lop off a half a goal of every total. And while it started that way as far as setting the line for odds makers, we have seen, I think, scoring an abundance of scoring, let's just say, in the postseason so far. But yeah, I've got it as a 3-game series here left, no doubt about it, with the series tied at 2-all. And Dallas has to come tonight with a much more concerted effort defensively. They probably feel like, they're not in the position that they want to be. And remember, it's Dallas that goes on the road and are favored, in the games, right? And uh, really, the wins are almost identical for these two teams. Now, Dallas had more losses this season. They were able to push forward into the extra session more. But I don't know. On the surface, the records are somewhat similar. Dallas had, 7 less losses, I think, right now. But it's Dallas when they go on the road, and it's a, kind of a road dominated situation. Now, it has alternated, but for these two teams in particular, especially Seattle, I've talked about it all year. I've made a ton of big winning bets with Seattle on the road. But when they go on the road in this series, it's Dallas that is favored. When Seattle's coming in here, look at this. I mean, they're like $1.60, $1.65 today. So I think the onus is on the Dallas defense to prove this here tonight, and that's the way I'm going to look at it. We saw the Toronto game, the crucial game for Toronto. That's not the same situation. That was 3-0, but with the pressure on a little bit, we saw a 2-1 game last night. I think we're getting deeper into these hockey games. I'm going to probably trend to my favorite unders here moving forward. At least I'm going to tonight.
All right, Ramon here. Kraken Stars under 5.5. This one to have a start time here, 9:30 Eastern time over on TNT. All right, Ramon, let's take a look over at TonySpace.com. Great results here. 7,166 units of profit for 2023. All document over at TonySpace.com. You can verify those numbers by going to Ramon's handicapper page over at TonySpace. Go down to pick history and you'll see all the plays there. Document from Ramon. All right, Ramon, tonight we've got baseball here. It's a few handful of games here left to go. 3 games left on the spot. We did get White Sox and Casey has started here. So if you have action in this game, it has begun. and 3 games there, 2 in the NBA, two on the ice. What do you have going over at Tony's Picks?
Yeah, first pitch underway. So there goes another. I had a three pack go off in the morning session. Uh, Nothing yet late in baseball. I'm focused on a three pack in the playoff sports tonight. 2 games in the NBA and one in the NHL for $30 up at Tony'sPicks.com. Use the promo code TonyT at checkout. Save 20% off this package tonight. Want to know what all the hype is about? Pick it up for a three pack for under $30. Use that promo code TonyT at checkout to save the 20% off all packages. May still come in tonight with that baseball card, Tony. Do like the games tonight, but Mindy and I agreed on the morning steam on some of the evening action as well. So we are in action from our morning steam team premium consensus picks. Anybody who checked out the show can get those picks absolutely free just by watching on YouTube or a few other social media forums out there. The Morning Steam uh, broadcast every morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. Mindy and I run down the card. She gives her stats and opinion. I try to follow up with the winning play. We did it 6 out of 9 games yesterday on the show, and you can get our picks today over at Tony'sPicks.com, where we're on those Cincinnati Reds together on the Morning Steam show as well. So it's just not about me. Mindy and I team up for some picks as well, and we definitely call them premium picks. When we go into the show, we're thinking these are our plays that are left over from our premium card that we already put up. We feel pretty good about these going on the air, and if we both do it together, it's a premium consensus, and that's what the show is based on. And it's also based on the viewership of our audience there with the chat making their picks as well and getting a chance to be the stars and looking good in our community. Now they know, the rest of the community knows who's picking good and who's hot among our viewers. So that's a fun part of our show, six days a week, mornings here on the Tony's Picks YouTube channel. So focused on that three pack tonight. Tony may still come in a little something on Major League Baseball, but I had all three as a premium on the daytime session on getaway day here. So we're in action with that game that just started as well. They're not all beautiful, Tony, but they all spend the same when you talk about the Royals and the White Sox.
That's right, guys. Get on board here. Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. You can see the great numbers that Ramon has put up for over on our site as we pull it up again. 7,166 units of profit for 2023, all documented over at Tony'sPicks.com for Ramon Scott over at Tony'sPicks.com. So get on board with Ramon. Of course, use that promo code TonyT at checkout, and you'll save 20% off all those plays. And of course, we'll put up the picks again here for Ramon. We'll let you know what he's got. It's that 3-pack going on right now. So get on board with that 3-pack. With the plays up here, Thursday night playoff 3-pack premiums from Ramon Scott, NBA and NHL. Of course, remember that promo code TonyT at checkout. You'll save 20% off. Also, you get the longer term pass, 3, 7, or 3rd-day all sports pass. Get all of Ramon's premium plays for that period of time you select. When you go over to his handicapper page and make that purchase, remember that 1-month pass, all of Ramon's premium plays for a month, 30 days, all his NBA, NHL. They'll take it right deep into the finals of each of these rounds here, as well as MLB. Does delve into tennis, does delve into soccer. You'll get some UFC picks on UFC weekends, maybe some Bellator mixed in there as well. Soccer as well on the board here. Promo code TonyT at checkout. Save that 20% off. You can access Ramon's page by clicking the link you see there in the description. Click the All Cappers tab, and you'll land right on Ramon's page and go ahead and get signed up. All right, Ramon, we also put together a Twitter account for you over at Tony's Picks Ramon with more content up there as well on the Twitter. And of course, they can find you on the Morning Steam, another show in the books, and of course on the Discord.
Yeah, probably finally figure out what's going on in that Ranger Athletic game. I think we finally know a little bit what's going on. You had it right, Tony, the whole time. I think with that pitching matchup, I was searching around. I saw your notes on it, and sure enough, Neal gets the start for Oakland. So lopsided game, maybe, and that's where my Twitter pick is going to come from tonight in that one. So follow me on Twitter. Got a pick for you every day there at Tony's Picks Ramon. We'll get one of the picks out there from the card and tease some of the packages there at Tony's Picks. Kind of runs through some of the content, sometimes maybe some of the videos and everything. We're getting those worked out, so everything's going good there at Tony's Picks. Ramon, follow me on Twitter. We only got 75 followers. We need more than that, you guys. I know you're watching out there, the 4%ers of Twitter. Twitter's back. They're saying that some people are saying, this side is saying, Twitter's back. Never went anywhere for sports fans. Twitter's an important part of what we do a lot of times here. We're not in those same categories. So you follow at Tony's Picks Ramon, pick up some free picks. No opinion, no politics, just sports at Tony's Picks Ramon. And I also have embedded videos today on a couple of other sports, minor sports, if you will. Tony minor league baseball, minor league hockey picks on our Tony's Picks website. Pretty slim pickings today and a lot of selections out there. So had to dig a little bit deeper today. We got some free videos for you, some picks on some games you might be interested or can take to the bank tonight right here on the website with our sponsor video and our leaderboard video today where we're going down to the AHL and a little AAA baseball as well. So that's what happens when you get a 6-game card. I'm casually mentioned to Mindy, I don't know if we've had an only 6-game card yet this season. So that's okay. We'll find some winners for you. Not going to leave you out. And I'm also involved in the Italian Open. Gave back some of my profits from yesterday, but some good action today. A couple of my players ended up, kind of giving it back in the third set. I was kind of surprised. So we'll get back on it with the Italian Open as well with some overnight selections. Make sure if you're with me, you're on the lookout for those because play starts at 5 a.m. Eastern Time, 2 a.m. Pacific each day in Rome. And I still intend to be in action. We are early still in the 2-week Italian Open. So hang with me here. We'll get some more winners to you in tennis right now. So, Tony, going to be a strong weekend. Join you one more day tomorrow, but did a UFC podcast. We got UFC this week. UFC on ABC coming in from Charlotte this week. I thought it wasn't a great card. My analyst told me I was wrong, but maybe they're just into making money. So we'll get some winners, go over the card with them, and I'll check out what I like as well. So it should be a fun weekend, especially when we get down to these basketball games. We know we're going to be in for some big action this weekend in the NBA for sure and the NHL. So hang with me here at Tony'sPicks.com. Join me in the Discord. Questions on any of these games, late breaking information will be there for you. Follow us in the Discord here on Tony's Picks. That's where I hang out and give out some of the information to the, don't have to be a subscriber, just have to be a follower. See the Discord link right there in the YouTube chat. So you can join us over there. There's no charge to be involved in the conversation. We love to hear what you have to say as well. Keep everybody informed, and the community chats it up in there as well, sharing their tickets to see there and things like that. And I'm coming up with some free plays, at least every few hours in some sport. Find something I'm liking, ready to watch. So appreciate it, Tony.
That's right. So, guys, check out Ramon. Tony's Picks Ramon is a Twitter account for Ramon. More content there, of course, over on the Discord. Click the link in the chat box and get on over there. All right, Ramon, as always, great having you show. Continue that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, got a long way to go. Let's get to 8. We're going to 8.
Let's get to 8. Looking for Mr. 8000 coming up from 7. Ramon Scott here on Game Day.